Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome to a new series on the channel here, Kerbal Space Program. This is, after The Sims, the most requested thing on the channel. I know it's been out for years, it was one that completely passed me by, and do you know what, I wasn't 100% sure it was going to be the sort of thing I was into, so I got in touch with the developers and they very kindly given me a key for both the base game and the recent DLC as well. I'm not going to know which is which, obviously, so but I did notice there was a thing that says new here, so I assume that's part of the new stuff, but we're just going to start a regular game. I'm going in very blind here. The only thing I've done is a couple of the tutorials, just so I'm not going in completely blind. And I was looking through the options here. Sandbox sounds like our sort of thing, but I don't want to just have everything. I think I'll get a bit lost, to be honest, if I just have everything. So instead, I'm going to go career, and I'm going to pick a cool flag. I didn't even notice you could do this before, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. I assume we could probably drop your own ones in as well. That'd be quite cool, but they're all pretty good. I quite like that orbit one there. Quite like that retro KSP one as well, except, yeah, let's go for that. Okay, cool. So difficulty normal, that's fine. Alright, let's start. So the idea behind this is you build rockets, if you don't know. I'm sure you all know, and you're probably going to be screaming at me that I'm awful at the game, so apologies. Any sort of tips or whatever, pop them down in the comments. Do me a favour though, and have a read through the comments as well. I get a lot of people saying the same thing over and over again to me if I make like one little mess up and stuff, and that's great, but you know, get in there and have a conversation with people and see what everyone else is saying before you just sort of shout things at me. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director. Hello. Feel free to have a look around. Hold the right mouse button. Whee! Right click over the Space Centre facilities to see more about them. And, okay, thanks, I've got it. So, if I remember rightly, this is my launch pad, but I have to make a vehicle to get there. Okay, and this is my mission control. Here we go. So there are contracts. Gather scientific data from Kerbin. Give us a quick crew report before launching. It's fine if any of the lights in the control panel are flashing. Just give it a swift kick. So what does that give us? That gives us rewards. We get some money, and we get science and money on completion as well. Recover or transmit any science experiments data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. Launch our first vessel. Escape the atmosphere. Orbit. So let's take these first couple on then. Make a thing and bring in data. So because we can do that. Mission. We've just done that. So space plane. We're not going to worry about those just yet. Astronaut complex. We have a few astronauts. We have Jebediah, Bill, Bob, and Valentina, who are pilots, engineer, scientists, and a second pilot, respectively. Okay. Admin building. I don't know what any of that is. I'm not going to worry about any of that for now. I love how every single one of them has the surname Kerman. Research and development. So what do we need? This is where we spend our science. Okay. So. What's that then? That's basic rocketry and engineering 101. So that gives us fuel boosters and liquid fuel, solid fuel, and fuel tank that carries liquid fuel. Okay. Or we can go engineering, which gives us a decoupler, a thermometer, a communotron, and another communotron. A surface mount version of the... okay, cool. Right, so requires start. We have that. Alright, cool. So we've got to use our research there. So let's go in and have a look at building a first ship. Hello, Werner von Kerman. Right click. Okay, so now this thing I think is part of the upgrade. Because on the tutorials I only ever had this one. So this one looks like it's part of the... this music's really loud in my ears. I'll just turn that down a little. I'll fix it in post. We're going to start off with this one, Mark 1 command pod. That's going to be our... There we go. Look at that. We've got a ship. And all I know is that the other things we need are a parachute so that we can do re-entry. Whether or not this one even gets off the ground, I don't know. So we have a parachute, and we can set its minimum pressure to be quite... I think it's quite low, if I remember rightly. So there's a lot of numbers in this. I'm going to start learning about rocket science. Engines... Fuel tanks, we don't have any, but I assume that has fuel in it. That comes with fuel, so that's the flea fuel booster. So we don't have any couplings yet, so the whole thing's got to go on. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That is our that is our first one. We have some very basic aerodynamics, which we can pop on as well. So let's stick 4 of those on it. Oh, I have absolutely no idea what I've done here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? So we can stack those to there. They're going to give us a little bit of, you know, sort of straightness. I really don't know my terms when it comes to this sort of stuff. That's our first rocket. We've got, that's what the guy sits in. We've got a parachute to get him back. We've got something that's going to blow him up into the air. Okay, so let's call it. Let's call it the. Oh God, I can't think of a name for it now. I want it to have a pretty crap name. Puddle jumper. Puddle jumper 1. Okay, this is the puddle jumper 1. It's basically a tin can with rocket fuel in it. Basically a tin can with rocket fuel in it. Good, and we can save that now. Yeah, is that saved? So now we can open puddle jumper. 7 parts in 1 stage, and it costs 1,322 Kerbals, I guess. Okay, good. So how do we? That's saved now. So how do we put that onto the slab? Launch. There we go. Oh my word, it's all intense. So what we need to do is basically launch a rocket. We get stuff for that. Jebediah Kerman. Now the one thing wasn't quite sure about is how I get Jebediah, this young man here, to do a report. Because it says that I can get stuff if I do a report. So there he is. No target. No, I know. EVA. Oh no, I really didn't want to do that unless I can. Hold on. Ah, here we go. EVA report from launch pad. I don't think a spaceship was entirely necessary to get here, was it? No, it probably wasn't, but we can keep it. And I think that's what we needed to do, wasn't it? To do our there, gather scientific data. Oh no, or I don't know, maybe that one doesn't count. Recover or transmit any science experiments data from Kirby to achieve this goal and launch our first battle. So I think both of those will happen now. I don't know. First of all, get back in, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's think about this then. Throttle-wise, it's all or nothing with this thing, to be honest with you. So we're kind of just going for it. I'm going to turn SAS on, stability assist. You can actually drive the whole things and everything. I'm not too sure we're going to go down that route. I think I'd prefer just to kind of set them off and let the game do it for me. I'm more interested in how to build the thing so it doesn't blow up. All right, let's give it a go. I've just thought, so we're going to shoot off. See, no, we need to go back. We need to add you, and we need to drop you there. Oh, we can do it here, that's good. So these are the stages. Every time I press space, one of these happens. So this is the first one that happens, it sends the rocket off. When I press it again, it deploys the parachute. So at the moment, it was going to do both of those at the same time, which probably wouldn't be a good idea. But eventually, you can decouple things and bits fly off, and, you know, you've seen the movies. All right, let's go for it. Here we go. First rocket is off. Oh my god. Look at him. He's so happy about himself. I'm literally just going to let it go straight up. We're going to run out of fuel. That's it. We're going to keep going. I'm just going to let it see how high we can get. I don't know whether this is a good idea or not. But we've got stability assist on. So Jebediah Kerman's doing a great job. And then it should just come back down again. Ahead of it. Oh, we got to 10,000 meters. We got to a kilometer. No, 10 kilometers, sorry. Oh, it's still going. There we go. And we're in the sort of, not, I don't know, stratosphere is that? I don't know. Like we're past the first chunk of atmosphere. Here is space, full on sort of orbital space. We got about halfway up, and then we're going to start to come down. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much it. That's stage 1, because we needed to kind of just get up there, because that earns us science points, you see, and we can spend those points on more equipment and things. So I believe that's how it works. Anyway, like I said, I've done a few tutorials. In the tutorial, I built this huge thing with like super rockets on and everything, and we went up into orbit and everything. It was awesome. But I think here we kind of just go with the flow. So as this comes down, I'm going to let it get to about 3,000 meters, and I'll press space, and that should deploy the rocket, the parachute. Sorry. Okay, we're coming down pretty quick, but doesn't seem to be. It heats up, you know, as it comes into the atmosphere. We didn't really get out the atmosphere. So, oh, hello. We're now pointing that way. I think that's okay still. Let's do 3,000. Okay, so parachutes come out, and it should start to open up. I think. Oh God, go on. 1,000. There we go. It's opened up. Is it gonna? Oh my God! It feels like we're coming straight in. Okay. All right. God. That seemed close, but Jebediah is still alive. We're coming pretty much straight down again. I mean, that was. We went up and down, so that's quite cool. I mean, obviously, to get up there properly, you kind of curve into the atmosphere, don't you? But all we wanted to do is go boop, and we've landed. So how do we say we're done? We're done. Because normally when I played it on the tutorial, it's just kind of gone, yeah, well done, and then cut off. But I actually want to. How do we finish? Oh, there we go. Recover. Is that it then? Did we do it? Okay, cool. So EVA report from Launchpad. We got 8 data, so we got 2.4 science for that. And recovery of a vessel that survived a flight, we got 5 science for that. Okay, so we got 7.4 science earned there. That's pretty good. We also got all the money back from the stuff that didn't completely blow up. Okay, that's good. And Jebediah Kerman gained an XP. Awesome work. So did we get some active archives? So we completed both of those. Okay, good. So conduct a focused observational survey of Kerbin. Sorry, we need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focused survey of Kerbin. Go to the designated test sites and gather some observational reports. So what do we do there? Take a crew report in flight above 19,000 meters. Oh, okay. So near a certain space. I'm not sure we're ready for that. Haul a flea solid fuel burster into flight. Have a flea solid. Okay, so what do you have to do? Yes. 23,000. Not sure we're ready for that either yet. Decoupler at the launch site. To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequencer when all test conditions are met. So we need to be in Kerbin, we need to be on the launch site, and we need to have a decoupler. And that gives us quite a. Okay, we could do that. We can do that one. That's a nice easy one. And we take a parachute up. Oh yeah, we could do that one as well. Orbit. I don't think we're quite ready. Fuel engine into escape trajectory. I don't think we're quite ready to do escape trajectory yet. Okay. We've got a couple of new missions then. So let's have a look at our research and development. Here we go. So we have science points now. We have 17 science points. So we can actually do both of these, which will give us fuel boosters. So let's research those. And that opens up then stability, which is like winglets and better things to make it stabilized. General rocketry, which gives us slightly better fuel boosts and tanks and stuff. And then we'll open up engineering as well. That gives us a decoupler, which we need for our for that little test we've got to do. Survivability, what are you? Heat shields, a barometer, radiator panel, dissipate heat into space. Okay, so this is all a little bit advanced for us right now, but that's fine. You need like 15 points for all these next ones anyway. 15, 18 and 20. Wow, okay. So let's go in then. Let's load up our little rocket. Oh, it's already done for us. And then let's have a little go at this. So we can just pull you out the way for a minute. And we could add a... What are you? Modular girder segments. Build the structure of your dreams. Oh, is that just... That's just a random bit of metal. Okay. Here we go. Decoupler. So now we can place that on. And place that back. And now we can decouple the rocket once it's finished blowing up. Fuel tanks. liquid fuel. So should we get rid of this crappy one and put a decent one on then, shall we? So let's get the fuel tank there. And then put a swivel liquid fuel engine on instead. Oh, I tell you what, let's take you off. Let's left click. Let's have a couple of fuel tanks. Okay. And then you can come back on with your 4-point toggle snap. There we go. Okay, so there's our upgrade. You're now going to be Puddle Jumper 2. Oh, we should have Mark 2, shouldn't we? To be all proper. Let's save you. So now do we have one Puddle Jumper 1 and Puddle Jumper Mark 2? Okay, I want to go back to Puddle Jumper 1 and save it as Mark 1 because it's going to bug me otherwise. Sorry for leaning around the mic. There we go. Save. So we can now delete you. So Puddle Jumper Mark 1, Puddle Jumper Mark 2. Here he is. So do we have to do anything to like stabilize this? It looks a little bit wobbly. Let's not. Let's throw it out to launch. Oh, hold on. Did we have any science things we can put on it? A mystery goo containment unit. So this we can do science with, and we get science points for it. What's that one do? Cleanup requires electrical charge. Cleanup costs 1. This unit was something one of our engineers came up with while dumpster diving. So these just give us science, but let's just go to 2. And no, not 4. Sorry, 2. I love that setup though. By the way, and the reason I'm doing 2 is because you've got to make sure the whole thing is a bit more sort of symmetrical, you know. So we're going to put you there. And let's save you as Mark 2. Okay. Yeah, that's saved. Okay, good. So let's take you to launch then. And let's see if that'll do us a bit of science. Let's go and do a bit of science. Jebediah, come in. Okay, we've got you, young man. Thank you. So this time we're going to do a report from a bit higher up in the air. All right. Oh, let's just check we've got these. Oh, it's automatically put the coupling in. So that's good. So we've got jet fuel. Once the fuel's run out, we'll decouple. And then hopefully we're near space then and we can do some cool stuff. Okay, cool. All right, let's full throttle, I guess. Or should we just bring it down a little? Which ones were shift and... No, not caps lock. Shift and control, was it? Okay. Let's do 2/3 throttle because I think otherwise we're gonna like blow the ship up. I think. Okay, cool. Let's turn SAS on, stability assist. Okay, here goes nothing. Jebediah, Godspeed. Okay. Okay, we're doing all right. Liquid fuel is getting used up. And we're going... I can't quite remember how high we went last time. We're getting a lot of aerodynamics this time, which is good. Okay, we're going to decouple. Then we're going to... can't this part what? No, I don't want to get hold of you. I want to... Observe mystery goo. There we go. So we'll keep that experiment. And then how do I do... I want you to do... Hold on, I want you to do your little test, and I can't remember how to do it. Let me just pause it a second. I'll just go and figure that out. Okay, so apparently we don't click on him. We click on this, and click on crew report. Crew report. There we go. So can we only do one or the other? Maybe we can do one or the other, but we got higher then, so we got a new altitude, I think. Look how happy Jebediah is. He can't believe the sights he's seeing. That's so cool. Oh, sorry, Jeb. Didn't necessarily want to do that. I'll let you just drop down into space. Alright, so we're going to get ready to set off the parachute again. So I know it wasn't much, but we got a little bit higher, and we got, I think we got like a goo report. I think that's a good thing. I'm not sure. I think we can only have one of each, you see. So you're coming in pretty thick and fast now, buddy. So we're gonna deploy the parachute. Okay, there we go. And it doesn't actually deploy, you see. It stays like that until 1,000. Maybe we didn't go as high that time. There we go. Parachute opens up. And he comes down into a lovely... Where are we this time? Are we a little bit further out? Yeah, we've gone over a little bit this time, but that's okay. What are you over there? Oh, screen's gone black. Can't figure out what that is, by the way. I know it doesn't happen on recording, but my screen just cuts out for a couple of seconds. Jebediah, you brave soul. You've managed now 2 trips into the upper atmosphere. Whether or not we'll get into space in episode 1, I just don't know. But no, I like the look of it. I think you can do some crazy stuff eventually, and there are mods in the game as well to build like space stations and all sorts. So I think the main goal, as far as the base game is concerned, is you get to the moon. But I think actually there's quite a bit, advancement and stuff. And obviously at the moment we're sending up little pocket rockets, but the idea is eventually to build them up to be pretty self-contained units that can have multiple staff on and all sorts. So yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's for some reason it's one of those ones that's never really sort of hit my radar, and then Surviving Mars didn't really turn out how we wanted to, and I kind of wanted a bit of a space fix on the channel, and I was just looking through, and more people suggest this game. It really is crazy how many people are interested. My phone's ringing. Right about that was Nicola asking what we were having for tea. We're having a ginger and garlic chicken stir fry curry type thing is what we're having. I'm just kind of throwing everything into a pot. Right, crew report while flying over Kerbin shores. Okay, so we got 3.5 science for that. Good. Mystery goo observation while flying at Kerbin. We got some science for that. And a recovery of a vessel that survived a flight. We got that last time. Okay, so we got 11 science earned. That's good. And then we got stuff back, so we didn't lose that much money. Okay, and Jebediah didn't get any XP that time because he kind of did the same as he did last time. Alright, cool. So let's just see if there's any more missions we can do. I'm going to leave these focus surveys until I've had a good proper read of them, what they are. Haul a solid fuel booster into flight above Kerbin, 23,000 to 31,000. Let's try that. Let's try and go for a big old... big old one. Why can't we click that? Oh, we've got 2 active. Oh, did we not finish them? Ah. And we... Oh, hold on, we did that, didn't we? Have the parachute. Flying Kerbin. Oh, I thought we made... Do we not have the MK16 parachute? That one we can do, though. Alright, let's go and do that quick. I thought we had the parachute. Utility Mark 16 parachute, yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's load up the actually just start a new one. Let's just throw this together quick. So we want pods, and then we want a decoupler, and then we want, I don't know, something that we can decouple. Okay, get that to launch. This is going to be incredibly, incredibly anticlimactic. There's actually anything to get it off the ground. Jebediah, I feel bad for making you get in here, to be honest, pal. In 3, 2, 1. And we're done. There we go. I think that's what we needed to do for the recovery of vessel that survived a flight. Yeah. I genuinely think that's what we had to do for mission control. Yeah, there you go. That's now done. So let's have a look at this. Right. We've been reviewing our product catalogue and have found an oversight. The manual clearly states that the MK16 parachute is the best in its class. To avoid legal complications, we're going to need proof to justify our claims. That would really help us out if you're able to run a test. We want you to haul the M16 parachute into flight above Kerbin. So when it says haul, What does it mean? Because I thought we'd just done that. All right, let's take another one then. I don't want to take that one now. Haul, and haul stuff. It just into escape trajectory, into flight above curbing. Maybe it's just I've got a swarm we got. Hold on, where's the one we're doing? 5,000 to 8,000. Maybe we weren't fast enough. Okay, let's try one more then, where we hopefully get that to happen. And what about the flea as well? Let's get the flea 23. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah, let's go on then. We'll take you as well. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's head into here and try a Mark 3. So let's open Mark 2. Load you up. Okay. So I'm gonna now put another decoupler on. Right. Okay, and that covers that up until we need it. And then under this one, we're going to have engines. We're going to have the hammer. Right. Okay. And then we're going to put some nice little aerodynamics on you as well. 4, of course. Oops, let's kind of shift. Can I? Oh no, which one's zoom? Shift, I think. There we go. Just come up around so we see if we get these same sort of height. Okay. Right, so now we're going to have, we've got stage 1 is that thing, and then we get rid of that, and then we have that one. And then we get rid of that and we land. Okay. Alright, that should hopefully not rip us to shreds. Let's call this a Mark 3. It's basically a tin can with rocket fuel in it, but with a bit more juice. Okay, so the puddle jumper Mark 3. Let's save you. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Good. Cancel, and we can do up to 30 parts. I see. Its mass is pretty good. Alright, the big problem is we're going to have here is the centre of mass is going to change as the fuel goes, but we're going to see if we can get away with it. The puddle jumper Mark 3, here we go. I don't know where I got puddle jumper from. I think he might have said it in the tutorial, and it made me giggle, I think. Okay. Come in. Jebediah. Stability assist. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's do... Oh, I don't know whether we should do full throttle here. Thrust limiter, no, forget it. Maybe we can't even do thrust limiter on that, can we? You know, it's all or nothing. Okay. What have we? So, okay, so we're on curbing. Oh, we need a small fuel booster for this one. Right, let's keep that. Can we keep that open? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's go. So now we're flying. And we're doing the right sort of speed, and we're gonna get up. We need to get up to 5,000. So let's do a bit of a yar on this. Come on, you're doing great, pal. You're doing great. It's getting a bit hot, but I kind of like it. Or we need to do a little bit higher. I think that was the thing. I just don't think we got high enough last time. And then that's gonna carry on shooting. No. But we did all those then. We did all those. They all went green, I think. So I don't know what we've got to do to actually figure them out. Okay, so we kind of messed up there, I think. Let's observe the mystery goo again. Cube experiments. It gives us a little bit of something, doesn't it? And let's do a crew report. Okay. I pressed the wrong button then for some reason. I don't really understand what happened. I think I just kind of messed up a little. There we go. We've got the speed, and in a moment we're going to have the right. We're going to have the right thingy, I think. Where's speed? There, we're going too fast. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm sure at some point all of those ticked, so I think we're doing right. No, that one didn't do very well because we didn't get high enough, and we didn't even have it on board. But all of those were green at some point, so maybe they have to all be green together? I just don't know. There, look, that's now green as well. Stuff's blowing up behind me, I think, which is a bit of a worry. I don't know what that's done. Oh, parachute. Whoops. Nearly forgot that then. Oh my word, it's a bit of a rumble as we come in. Okay, so 41. Contract complete. Yes, it can't. I don't know. I think we did all that then. We'll find out when we land, won't we? We'll find out. If not, I'm gonna have to look a little bit off camera. But you know, we nobody died, and I think if there's one thing to say about episode 1 of a series where we send huge balls of fire into space, the fact that nobody died is probably a good thing. I'm quite looking forward to this. So hopefully I can keep up with it. I think the big problem with this is so far there was a few things in the tutorial that I didn't understand at all that it was asking me to do. So I'm hoping that we can I can keep up with it. I'm sure there's people screaming at me for doing things wrong already, but please bear in mind this isn't normally my sort of thing. Although I'm really enjoying it. And you know what? Check the comments before you tell me stuff, because there may well be somebody there who's already told me. You know, you might be able to have a little conversation there about it. Let's recover the vessel. Let's see what that's done for us. Hopefully. Okay. We got no science from the crew report. We got some mystery goo. Mystery goo. Did we do both, did we? I think maybe because we've already done it, I guess, yeah. And recovery of vessel. No, we're not getting anything for that now. We got 2 science for that. Most of our stuff came back okay. And Jebediah is still hanging out. So let's have a look. Mission control, active. Haul a parachute. No, we still didn't do it. Gonna have to have a little look at that and figure that one out. So yeah, can't quite figure that. But we've got some more science to use. So we can now have stability. Stability doesn't seem to be a massive problem for us, to be honest. General rocketry, let's just get it up there. Liquid fuel, the thumper, survivability. Again, I think getting higher up seems to be where we need to go. But I'm going to leave that one open. Let me know, please, where you would suggest going from here, please. That would be very useful, because I don't really want to... I understand that those are going to be, you know, kind of pushing us into a certain direction. We probably need all of them, but... yeah, so... But please, let me... Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, there's the moon, Minimus. And it's called the moon. Let's go to the moon. Thank you. Thanks very much for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop those down in the comments. And if you fancy chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.